Well, thanks everyone, and can I warmly welcome you to the state of Queensland, whether you're here for a short time just for the conference or whether you're here for a longer stay. You are warmly welcome in our state and in our capital city, Brisbane. Can I begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land where we gather here today. In Brisbane, that's the Jagera and Turrbal people, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Can I acknowledge Sir Angus Houston, the patron of Stand Tall for PTS. Can I acknowledge Tony Dell, the conference organiser and a great champion for post-traumatic stress in our community. Can I acknowledge Mr Stuart Cameron, the State Chairman of the RSL Queensland. And can I acknowledge all International Forum participants and distinguished presenters gathered here today. Friends, it's a great privilege for me to be asked to open this important international forum. Can I acknowledge the significant and tireless work that Tony Dell has undertaken to raise awareness around our nation and more broadly around the world in relation to post-traumatic stress. And I thank Tony for organising this forum. As Queensland's Minister for Health and Minister for Ambulance Services, I believe it is of the utmost importance to have the best possible understanding of psychological injury. I know many in this room have faced traumatic situations in connection with military service. But today I wanted to talk briefly about some of the things I've seen in my role as the Minister for Ambulance Services in Queensland. As you can imagine, I have the opportunity to talk to many paramedics in the Queensland Ambulance Service. Like other first responders, they are exposed on a daily basis to potentially confronting situations. In most instances, these highly trained professionals can become more resilient as a result of that exposure. Sadly, however, there are times where personnel are more deeply affected by their exposure to traumatic incidents, particularly when those events carry a sense of personal meaning for that officer. The nature of emergency work means we cannot always prevent the potential for traumatic exposure. We can, however, mitigate the risk of potential psychological injury. The Queensland Ambulance Service has a well-established mental health care and counselling program known as Priority 1, which has been operating for almost a quarter of a century now in Queensland, for 24 years in fact. This program provides mental health education and support services for all frontline personnel statewide. Research examining the effectiveness of this program has consistently found that those participants in the program, or those who are supported by the program, demonstrate greater levels of resilience and post-traumatic growth rather than negative post-traumatic outcomes such as PTSD. This, to a large extent, is due to the significant work that highly trained peer support officers undertake in supporting their colleagues. The success of this program has seen it replicated in other Australian states as well as international ambulance services. And I'm pleased to know that Todd Ware, who is the Executive Manager for Staff Support Services in the Queensland Ambulance Service, will discuss this program as part of panel discussions later today. I raise all of this to say that PTSD can be addressed. But I'm also very keen to continue to research, to discuss and to improve upon how we view and treat psychological injury. We must commit to ongoing education that enables resilience, building through early recognition of the warning signs, teaching early adaptive coping strategies, promoting early access to support networks, and reducing the stigma that is often attached to mental illness. This forum provides an opportunity to do all of that. It brings together experts in their fields and those on the front line to examine contemporary research and to exchange and share information that will allow us to have a greater understanding of psychological injury so that this can be applied within the field. Can I again thank Tony Dell for his leadership and for everyone involved in Stand Tall for PTS and for bringing this forum together. I look forward to receiving and considering the outcomes of this international forum and to reflect upon the distilled wisdom in this room. I wish you a successful conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. And now for a message from the Prime Minister of Australia, the Honourable Tony Abbott, MP.
Thanks for the chance to be part of the Stand Tall for Post-Traumatic Stress Forum. For those brave men and women charged with keeping our country and our community safe, exposure to trauma is a daily occurrence. Many of our service personnel return home carrying the physical and emotional scars of conflict. Even the strongest, bravest and toughest sometimes need support to cope with wounds seen and unseen. Our mission is to stand with them and to support them. That's why we must do what we can to bring PTS and other mental illnesses out of the shadows. In doing so, it becomes easier for us all to lend a hand and to provide the support that others may need. I pay tribute to Tony Dell and Stand Tall for PTS for the work you are doing to help the community better understand post-traumatic stress. Your work is providing hope for many, and I wish you a very productive conference.